We are live here in the Pace Studio with Lost Leaders. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks.
Hello.
How's it going? Can you tell us a little bit about this first song you're going to play for us?
Yeah, the first song's called Volunteer. It's a phrase that I'd heard years ago that there are no victims, only volunteers, and that sort of rattled around in my head. And I think it's ambiguous as to whether that's real or not, but I needed to get it out of my head, so that's what we did.
Cool. Well, whenever you're ready.
Cool.
Sky's the limit for a limited time. A limited time. You better get yours before I get mine. Don't feel too bad for me. Don't feel too bad for me. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim, I'm a volunteer. The terrible truth is, it's plain to see, it's plain to see. Used to get paid well, now you do it for free. Don't feel too bad for me. Don't feel too bad for me. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim, I'm a volunteer. Baby, we forgive ourselves. Maybe we forgive ourselves a little too easy. My pride is bruised, my shame has a tear. My anger's all faded. I got nothing to wear, nothing to wear. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim, I'm a volunteer. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim, I'm a volunteer.
Thank you.
Sounded great.
Thanks.
So you guys just put out an EP not too long ago, and I think I read that it was recorded in a barn that used to be a church. Is that right?
It was not a church.
Well, yeah, it used to be a church.
This new one. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the first record was recorded at Levon
in a
Helm's
different
barn.
barn.
Got it. Yeah,
No,
so
no.
different barn.
Different
Different
barn.
barn.
A lot of barns.
Yeah, tell us about this barn, Lee, because it's your barn.
Yeah, this is a studio that Will and I have together with another friend of ours, and it's called The Building. And it's housed in what used to be the Falcon in Marlborough, New York. And it's a church that was converted into a barn, or it used to be a church, and then it was moved into a different space, and now it's more like a barn.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what's it like recording in there? How does that space sort of influence the music? if
Well,
it
it's
doesn't-
cool because we get to live there while we're doing it, and we all hang, and it's just
And
a
it just
chill scene.
sounds great. You know, it's all wood, and it's got this, big. It's not quite as steep as an A-frame, but it's a big peaked ceiling, and it's a cavernous space, and everything resonates in this beautiful way in there. I don't know. It's lovely.
And they're stained glass,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
big
Yeah.
beams and stuff. It's cool.
Cool. Well, can you tell us a little bit about this next song you're going to play for us?
Oh yeah. So this is called Genevieve. I don't know. It's sort of about a lot of things, I guess. It's a relationship song, more
Yeah.
or less.
Awesome. Whenever you guys are ready.
All right. Let me make sure I'm in tune. He's just a child seeking your affirmation. He is reconciled to weather your condemnation. It's not enough. A hologram does no heavy lifting. Only half a man, only half listening. It's not enough. But there will come a day, Genevieve, you'll run away from your cave in the trees, unbetrayed, undeceived, Genevieve. You can write your rules of resistance, but you're made a fool by his insistence. It's not enough. There will come a day, Genevieve, love will shake you and make you believe. When the bubble breaks, send for me, Genevieve. My Genevieve. My Genevieve. Thanks. Well, I had some massive clams on that, but hopefully nobody minded.
So I'm curious, what was behind the decision to call the EP Heavy Lifting? What sort of inspired that title?
Well, I mean, for one thing, it was a lyric from that song,
Right,
Genevieve. I think, well, there are a bunch of, I think, for me, where it came from in the lyric of the song is, I have a family at home.
Right.
And I'm away, and I'm not doing the heavy lifting for the family. In the same respect, in a certain regard, there's heavy lifting that has to be done as an artist. And, sometimes, at the same time, I'm out of town. Pete's got to do some heavy lifting for me. But there's heavy lifting that's got to be done even in the most sort of ethereal and intangible realms. There's still like, there's the 2% of inspiration and the 90% of perspiration, you know? And so I think that's what I'm really talking about. Like as far as an album title, that's where it's coming from really, is the, it's talking about the work that goes in to bringing, it's only getting, in some ways it's easier to bring your creative notions into fruition, with home studios and this, that, and the other. In another way, like figuring out how to navigate the this new world that we're in, ever changing. I mean, every week it's a new scene, really. Like, with just the way you disseminate, out into the world, how you reach your potential audience. You know, it's like it sometimes feels like you're paddling a canoe upstream. But you're not even sure if maybe you should be turning around and going the other way down the street. You don't know which way you're supposed to be going. Yeah. But that's sort of what we're talking about, I think. Wouldn't you say, Pete? Or do you have your own feelings on it? Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys have one more for us. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what it's called and everything?
Yeah, this song's called "A Million Little People," and Frank Zappa used to call New York the city of cubicles. And when you drive on the BQE and you're at that elevated point, and you're looking out, like every one of those little windows has got somebody in there doing something, that they're thinking about is going to go somewhere or whatever. Yeah. And like, how do you stay either hopeful or just like ambitious in the face of all of that? You know what I mean? And it's like, that's I think what it's really about.
Cool. Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 4.
Everywhere, choose your sides. Don't be scared to draw your lines and soak up the sun while you can. Have some fun. Make your demands. 'Cause there's a million little people in a million little rooms. There's a million little people. Find your voice. Find your muse. Make some noise. Find some truth. 'Cause there's a million little people in a million little rooms. There's a million little people just like you, like you. Burn that bridge. Make your mark. Save your soul. Make that heart. 'Cause there's a million little people in a million little rooms. There's a million little people just like you. Just like a million little people in a million little rooms. There's a million little people.
Thank you.
Great. So before we let you go, do you want to let people know where they can next see you live?
Yeah, we're playing, May 4th, we're playing at Daryl's house up in Pauling. May 5th, we're playing at Rough Trade, NYC. May 6th, we're playing at the St. Asbury Park. And then I think the 13th of May, we're playing at the Hollow in Albany.
Awesome.
And there'll be other stuff after that. But if you go to lostleaders.net or like our Facebook page, you'll see it all. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for being here,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
thank
Yeah.
you.